look at this. We got some stuff on the side of the road. I was on my way to pick up some shelves and buy it off of OfferUp, and the person left it outside and somebody picked it up because, I mean, obviously things like this, if it's close enough to the road, they're gonna take it. And I was driving up there, I seen this sled, and I'm thinking I could sell this on OfferUp. It looks like in good condition. It's gonna be sliding all over the place. Looks like we'll take this, my friends. Actually, we should put it in the back because this is gonna slide all over the bed now that I got it empty. But I will be filling it up today in time because I am getting ready to prepare items for the fantastic indoor swap meet. I just got approved to have a booth there. And anything else? A lot of baby stuff. I don't want to touch baby stuff. Let's see what's over here. What's over here? There's a lot of trash. I wanted to see what was in this box. Anything? Nope, just a big old empty box. All right, let's take a peek. Nope, pillows, dusty pillows. All right, let's get out of here. I get approved at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet. 17th, 18th, and 19th is when I'm going to be opening up for that weekend. I'm only open every third weekend, which works for me. I don't want to be there every day. Other places here in Las Vegas that I've looked at with friends, we were trying to do it together, has not been with what we want. I have been on a very, 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 very tight budget, folks, because of some returns that I'll talk to you about when I get back home after the workout and get Carla her cake for a potluck for her job. I cannot be mad with as frustrating as things have been for me for some issues, which are gonna get resolved hopefully soon. I have been blessed time and time again with things. I am on a tight budget because of some returns, but I have also been fortunate with some things that I have come across for free and for a very, very low price. And there's several of them, and I'll catch you up on them. All right, this morning we're starting off with a nice chest and back workout, and now headed over to Seafood City. Carla's having a potluck at work, so I am going to be picking her up a cake. Good morning. Oh, that's the one. Can you get the cake sampler?
Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
It's gonna be $41.99, and because you spent...
This is the one Carla originally wanted and then said, no, get the sampler. I do like that one, the ubi flan. Thank you. You too. All right. Right over there, we still have the Christmas tree and stuff up. Carla said the next time she's off, we're going to be taking that stuff down. But I actually like it. I don't care that it's only the 11th day into the new year and we still got it up. It looks pretty and I like it. It feels warming and it feels like home. When it's gone, I'm going to miss it. Let me turn on the lights. Ladies and gents, here are some things that I am going to be taking over. Now, there's a little cluster of stuff under here, but has some vintage Power Rangers. I thrifted this the other day. Here's something I'm going to be taking over to, the booth Thursday. Some artwork. I have a bag full of more Power Rangers, vintage Power Rangers, Transformers, big and small, and then some glass. Very cool. I'm going to say house hippo because it's a hippo, but very cool one. Look at that crack right there. Some are bigger than others, but these are things I'm going to be taking over. I just thrifted this as well. This is a vintage Fitz and Floyd's parrot, a little trinket. Here it goes. This comes off. Excellent condition. Online, you'll see them going listed for around $60. I've seen Fitz and Floyd sell for much, much more. And there's not very much of them listed, but I am going to be trying the booth first. And then some other things that are on here. These will not be on at the booth Italian bottle right here. I think it's a decanter. If not, it's a pretty vase. But some other stuff, Murano, Lennox, Murano, glow-in-the-dark green, inkwell bottle, Fenton, another Hippo, glass paperweights. It's kind of cool that I am going to be taking these as well. I am going to be asking for $20 and open to offers. Some more Fenton. Some of these things you may have seen in my thrift store. This I've had for a while. Mara, made in Mexico. This is a good one that goes for around $60 or more retail and even resale. There's some things that you'll find that are pretty unique. This one right here, I believe it was given to me. I have another one in the room, my office, but it's not quite like this, but it is very similar. If you find these glass head mannequin thingamajiggers, one with hair, more detail, not so much of just like a smooth round head, those go for a little less. But this one right here is like $60. The other one is of the man without hair, just bald headed, bula head. That's gonna be more around 40. Some more Murano. These are called Tutti Frutti. And then I already have one of them packed. I scored on those. I got those for around $6 each, and the other one $6 each. I've been coming across a lot more brass for very cheap, and the cheaper the better. So I don't have to worry about prices like on eBay. I'm going to have them a lot less than eBay, but not everything. There's probably only 2 items that is like eBay prices. Let me show you this first. So more brass, some things I've been picking up along the way. Those are very unique and heavy. Look at those right there. This one also has lion heads on it. This one has more of like a man's head. A bag full of goodies, Oleg Cassini, and then the big vase that I came across, and then another tote full. This piece right here is a beautiful one by Blaine Billman. I came across this beautiful piece over in Twin Falls, Idaho. Let me try to give you a view on that. In person, this is magnificent. Has just a nice capture of air bubbles coming up and the little sort of smile of the dolphins. At least that one. That one's kind of like, I'm chilling. But I got that for like $4 at Twin Falls, Idaho at St. Vince de Paul. I got it for, I think, $4 or $5. And there are a few of them that have sold for nearly $150, $200. Welcome back. I had to hit the gym earlier. I was like, babe, I got to get out of here. She's like, you don't want breakfast? I was like, no, I need to get a workout in. Nice chest, back workout. I was going to do cardio and I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm good for today. Tomorrow's another day. I got things to continue pricing that are in my office and in my garage to take over to the booth. Not this week, but next week, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, I am going to be open for business. My first weekend. What I really like about the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet, what I signed up for, I am going to be open for business every third weekend of the month. I think it's like 10 to 6 or something like that. But I'm going to be there all 3 days, every third weekend of the month. I am waking up earlier and earlier every day, excited, full of butterflies that are continuing to come in. I hope it's good. It's a lot different than what it's going to be when I sold at the Broadacres Flea Market. This isn't like get rid of stuff. This is like selling to collectors. This is not selling to other resellers so they could profit. This is for me to profit as much as possible. And if somebody finds something that I underprice, good for you. But I am happy with the prices that I have. About 90% of them are below eBay prices, which is big savings if you think about it. If somebody comes over and says, say I got an item for $15 and they say that's eBay prices, I am going to look at what they're looking at and educate them on what it is. And also give them my 2 cents about how they are saving and supporting locals and also getting something firsthand that they could experience rather than receiving something, not liking it, and having to go through the issue of sending it back, waiting for it to be inspected and returned to the seller, and then be refunded if they are not trying to haggle them to keep the money. Majority of y'all know how that is going for me. I am not one to screw anybody over. I like to just move on with things and continue to be my happy self. There is a big issue right now on eBay with the customer that has just been draining me day in and day out. But with all the positive comments online and that I have been receiving for years, that keeps me on my toes and chest up high and full of smiles day in and day out. There are some times where I feel really down about things, but I have been on a very good journey lately of not feeling depressed, which I haven't felt in so long. It feels really good not to feel depressed and have anxiety. I still get anxiety, but I could tell the big difference. And although I am always going to be fighting it, it is getting easier most days. And so far, so good. And I am crossing my fingers, and I'm going to continue to do what I've been practicing is that when something is wrong, I just tell myself, look, nothing in my life has ever been easy. So why am I going to keep fighting myself and bringing myself down with boohoo me? It's okay to do that for a second. We all do it. We're human. It is better if you're just like, look, this sucks, move on. As simple as that. And you got to practice that every day. As a military combat veteran, I struggle with a lot of things. And one thing that helps me is to stay focused on things that are beneficial to me and my family, like reselling. I get to occupy my brain with new knowledge, which keeps my brain and mind healthy and focused and not distracted with silence. When I'm not doing nothing, I find myself pacing back and forth, and I'm like, I need some downtime. I need to not do anything. I need to rest, but I can't. And that is a good thing and that is a bad thing, because I am getting work done. The con to that is that you need to rest and teach your body to just slow down and not be pacing with thoughts and ideas that aren't even relevant to what you're doing. And I used to be in big rabbit holes that way when I got out the military for years until I started going to therapy. And even a few years after that, I was still struggling with like trying to stop my mind as I am right now talking, like boom, boom, boom. Now imagine that if you're not doing nothing, sitting down and there's just these thoughts, and it feels like you're in a totally different world of like you're actually moving and struggling with obstacles that you've made in your head. And I've learned to control them more by coping with triggers that I'm like, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to relax. I need to go outside, get some fresh air. And although it's like 50, 40 degrees out right now, like that is a good hit of a difference of like, ooh, it's nice and warm. And I go outside and it's like, oh man, this is cold. That is a really good, for me, a really good thing to just like shock me in a good way of like to feel the world and soak in something like, look, I could be homeless and I could be out here like other people are. And I'm not going to be, because I'm not giving up on myself, nor am I giving up on people that believe in me. So there's a lot of things that I look at in the world that isn't just look at me and I'm selling stuff and I'm finding stuff. I relate to a lot of things much more than what people may be thinking I am. And it's hard to express that unless I am in the mood to share it or it comes naturally. It's not intentional. It's all candid. As I am is what you get. And if I make mistakes, I admit it when I find out, especially in the comments. I'm like, oh, somebody's laughing at me with how I said tortoise when it's tortoise, right? And I laugh. I get a laugh at myself. Or the new one, Dom Nancy, I was saying, and somebody in the comments like said, hey, that's a really good find. That looks like the right era of this vase that I found for $2 that was appraised for $600 to $900 by a Dom Nasi site. And the person commented that it's pronounced and however they spelt it. How I took it was Dom Nasi. The second N is silent, which kind of reminds me of Hawaii. If you go and say Wahiwa, a lot of people might tell you it's not Wahiwa, it's Wahiwa. I am now putting away Carla's cake. Just the other day, I was trying to pick up a shelf for the booth for $40 on OfferUp. And all of a sudden, when I was on my way, the person said, hey, we got to leave. I left it outside for you. Just leave the money on the black bench out front. And I was like, okay. So when I ended up getting there, I walk around. I saw those gate on the right side. I kind of peeked over and I'm like, I do not see this thing. So I messaged the person back on OfferUp and said, hey, I don't see it. And they're like, are you sure you're at the right address? And I'm like, yeah, I checked. So they sent their daughter out who was there taking care of their other kid, I guess. And they're like, yeah, sure enough, they must have put it too close to the road or somebody saw it and got sticky fingers next to the house. So somebody ended up getting it for free. I was going to pay $40 for it. But just a few blocks down the road from there, I ended up picking up a weight sled that you ended up putting weights on and you push and you exercise and do stuff with it, or pull as well. So I got that for free. I have had inquiries on OfferUp, back on OfferUp, of people wanting to buy it. The guy said, I'll get it the next day after his job. 12 noon came around. I messaged him back, hey, is everything good? Are we still down for this? And I could see that they had the 2 check marks. They read the comments and I said, let me know if you're interested. About 2 or 3 hours later, nothing. Then I got a second inquiry saying that if I would be open to trade the weight sled for a glass display shelf. And I took a look at it and I was like, ooh, this could be really good for the booth. So I might be onto something that I haven't tried before, and that is trying to find things for free on OfferUp or trash picking and see how I could turn it around to help me or maybe even somebody else. But I am really excited about it. And they actually just messaged. This is like right now happening. I hope it works out for the display case because I could use that for the booth. And it's not a small one. It's actually probably about, I'm gonna say this tall. So around 4 foot, I would say. Around 4 foot. I'm 5'8", so it's not short. And I like that because I want things that are in a booth that are arm level and a little lower, but not too low to where you have to crouch down. I was talking to Carrie, the Desert Mermaid, about this the other day and telling her, I don't really want to have things too low because I think about when I go thrifting and how many times have y'all gone thrifting or to a store and really get down and look, down here, this level. I don't really pick up anything at that level. So I'm wondering if there's something that stores think about, this strategic sales stuff of happening. I am on a very tight budget. I am still dealing with the birdcage issue. I just appealed it yesterday and asking eBay, what is their actual seller support when somebody screws up their own mailing address and the item ends up getting lost? Like, this has just become a huge fiasco. And then on top of that, I got another return request for some plates that I sold for $400, folks. So this is around $1,600 in limbo. The person's feedback to why they want to send the item back to get a refund is because they changed their mind. They were confused that the plates were a full-size plate when the measurements are in the title, the item specifics, and in the description. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, man. Like, things like this, people don't like about eBay. And I come across a lot of other resellers that are at yard sales. Not everybody at yard sales, are just people letting go of their stuff. They are also resellers too, a combination of other things, which you probably encountered. I just know that, and I try to think about things like this. Those plates that I sold for $400. I've already sold another set for $400. The person already received it. That's been around probably 2-3 weeks now that they've had it. So I feel like everything's good. If that ends up coming back, this hurts even more. But the plate should be back either today or tomorrow. And I look at it as like, okay, I have to change my ways on eBay about free returns because that's like $40. And that's one thing about valuable items. You have to make sure that you insure them, because if you don't and things happen, you screw yourself. As much as we don't want to give away money and people say, oh, eBay always wants more and more money. I'm finding things for $1 or $2 and selling it for $50, $25. Like, that's huge profits. I'm finding things for $20, selling it for $400. I got a bird cage, which has been a fiasco. I found for $8. It's sold for $1,150 plus shipping. I can't complain about what eBay wants to take. If it was like 20%, 30%, then I think everybody would be like, this is too much. Which is why I have opened up to my business of seeing what will happen in a booth. And I have really, really good stuff. And I want to continue to find quality items and make myself known locally that you could come to me and know that there's going to be something unique, something collectible and valuable that people aren't going to be like, oh, and no offense to flea markets, but, oh, that's flea market prices. Why are you paying, or why are you overcharging? It's a flea market. There are a lot of things at the flea market that are very valuable that people are not letting go of their price, and they have every right to, but everybody has their own way of doing business. And I just got a comment like that just yesterday or 2 days ago. I finally replied to it yesterday because it asked, what did I pay for the Fenton lamp? If you didn't see my recent thrift video, it has like a big carnival glass Fenton lampshade dome. So I said, I think $20. I think that's what I replied. And they said, that seller is pricing things too cheap. What? How many of us have come across deals that are like, oh my goodness, this is a really good deal, and you don't complain about it? There has been a lot of times on the flip side of this that vendors at the flea market have offered me a price and I'm like, no, it's worth more, and I give them more. And then people leave comments about, Sonny, stop giving them more than what they're asking for. I'm gonna do me. You do you, okay? This is where I'm at today, folks. I got some things to do. I am going to be listing some stuff that I showed you a moment ago, and then I'm going to get back to business with vlogs. I've just been busy over the holidays, and this whole birdcage stuff has really been like a fiasco of like when I'm not listing something or getting ready for the booth, I am not doing anything else. I am trying to rest and exercise more often. I've been exercising really good, but I want to push the envelope a little bit more. And by March, I really want to slimmer down slimmer downeth uponeth thy body. And I feel really good about myself. I am excited about this year, although there are some hiccups on eBay, but it's not eBay's fault. It's just the way things happen in life. And I know that I'm going to continue to find better and better items. Go check out my last thrifting video if you haven't already. It's a really good video, and I come across some amazing things, and a lot of that stuff is going to be taken over to my booth at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet. I will be open 17th, 18th, and 19th. If you are a veteran, make sure to take your veteran ID card and get in for free. I don't know about any other people who titles that could get in for free, but I know I get in there for free. And now that I'm a vendor, obviously I have a badge to get in through the back door. So we are gonna carry on with this cabinet from OfferUp, folks. This is gonna be an awesome trade. They just messaged and saying to meet them at a secret location. And it's not very far from me. It's like 3 minutes, if that. So I am headed over there now. This is exciting. I need to do some trash picking. All right, let's get out of here and go pick up that cabinet and trade this weight sled for it that I got for free. All right, ladies and gents, I got it. I got the shelving display unit here. I traded it for the weight sled that I picked up on the side of the road just the other day when I missed out on a different shelf. And the glass pieces are in amazing condition. You can't really tell about it other than my truck being a mess right now. So you're not gonna see everything, but you kind of see a portion of it. I was very careful driving home to not damage or slide anything. So this is amazing. I needed this. OfferUp, I've been all over it this past few days, from finding the sled, listing it, getting inquiries about it. The first guy passed up on it. This person was like, I'm willing to trade you for a display shelving case thingy. And it worked out, as you see. And the glass is in tip-top shape. The frame is amazing. It's nice and open, which is what I want to have for my booth. I was trying to find more of like shelving that was more open, like a gondola rack, where it's just, you know, like at a store, you just grab it as they're on the shelf. I didn't want things that open up. This is beautiful and nice, right? And it prevents things from dust. But at the booth, I know it's going to give me some work, but there are a lot of people who have open type shelving, and I feel, and what I want from it is to make things easy for customers that walk in. They see something, little effort as possible, that I'm trying to make it convenient for them. That's what I want. When I go into a store and I see something, even if I don't know what I want, but I see it and I was like, I gotta have it. I want it to just walk up, grab it. Not like, oh, I can't really see through the glass. There's a reflection and so on and so forth. And then people don't look. A lot of people won't do that until they learn more about you. And then they're like, Sonny has some stuff. And I have been very fortunate and lucky lately on OfferUp and the trash pick of working some things out. On OfferUp, I was trying to find some cabinets and I found some. One for free, the amazing one. It's a really good one. And then another one for $25. I got help from Caesar to help me load that stuff up in his trailer. He's offered before, saying if I ever need help, just to ask. And I really hate asking people for help. I do not like bothering people, even if people are asking and they are genuinely saying, if you need anything, reach out to me and ask. And Caesar is one of them people, which is why I think him and his wife and my wife are a lot alike. They love the way we are, that we're there to help other people, but we need to focus on the things we have going on first before we could, you know, move on to other things. That's why they love us and also worry about us, because we could drag some things on by helping too much people at once before helping ourselves. So he ended up helping me out at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet, getting that stuff over there. And I was telling Elizabeth, Caesar's wife, that I was really wanting cabinets without the windows, and mine had them. She looked at it, she opened it and said, hey, why don't you just take these off? And I looked at it too, because I've had other cabinets where you open them up and you try to do that and it looks really ugly, but these didn't. So Caesar came walking up because I heard this little guy like sniffing. I was like, is Tip down here? I didn't even know he was down here. Hi, boy. How you doing? Were you resting? I thought you were upstairs with your mom. She's sleeping before she goes back to work tonight. You okay? You okay? I'm glad you sniffled over here so I could get people to see you, because people miss you. I know they do. I know they do. You're getting a little scruffy over here, huh? Yeah, you're getting a little scruffy. I think you have the groomers in about 2 more weeks. Yeah. All right, let me finish my story and we'll have some playtime, okay? The cabinets, I took off the doors off of one of them. I don't know if I'll do it to the other one. I don't know if it'll be as nice. And I like the way it looks. It looks really good. A lot of work going on. And speaking of work, I need to get back to pricing items like this for the booth. And I got like on the table, I think I counted like around 30 items, and that's nothing. I need way more than that. And I have more stuff in the garage and in my office. So you see me in the vlogs as soon as I can. I am trying to get back on everything, but the last month or so has been very busy with a lot of things, and things are starting to calm down, and I'm glad things are working out, especially for the booth, because that is a new chapter that I am now cracking open. So I am hoping and going to try my best to be super successful at my new booth. So if you're ever in Vegas, it is booth V38. And I will be there every third weekend of the month, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is what we ended up getting for free. A very nice, sweet china cabinet. Of course it has somewhere, but it was free. And it has all the shelves. Luckily, with my excitement, not realizing I needed straps, I had some in the truck. It's a broom or something. Just put it there.
There. You said there. Oh, you're recording? I'll record you.
All right. Here's what I have so far. I paid $25 for that. Supposedly it's from the 1970s. It was given to an anniversary to the gentleman's parents that I bought it from. And they had no use of it. There is some wear to it, but for 25 bucks, that is a score and exactly what I need for the tiny little budget that I have. And this one, this heavy one, I ended up getting for free on OfferUp. I found both of these on OfferUp. And I got some little wicker matching tables, big, medium, small. I'm going to get that one out of here in a moment and use it somewhere else, but I'm trying to make everything as simple to look at as possible and not messy. So far I think it's good. Has some items up in here, some nesting hens, their uranium glass up in here. Their uranium glass and glowy glass with that Amberina one is going to end up going in here when I get the black lights, and there is some lighting here. So I do want to start bringing in some of my lamps either today or next Thursday. I don't know if I'll be using all the dressers, but I figure it'd be cool to put stuff inside there, and if people open it and like what they see. All right, so far this is what we got. I still have this whole wall here that I'm going to be bringing stuff over.
Sure. Because I'm going to take
Yep.
this. Okay. But I do need you to come and hold this though. When I take these up there.
That is where I'm at the booth. Not until Thursday, I'll be taking more stuff over and bringing in a ton more stuff. A lot of items, a lot of the beautiful glass that a lot of people look at, like over here, and the other things that are on top. I have quite a bit of things, and it's not just glass and ironwood and home decor and art that I'm taking, like Robert Weiland, that I really want to take over, and my beautiful lamps, even the big ones. I only have a 10 by 10, and I am going to maximize every little nick and cranny inside there to bring in as much profits as possible. And that's going to help out clear a lot of things in my household. And Carla is going to be so relieved when I do. But this is a place where it's not like other places where it's only for eBay, it's only for knickknacks, which I had made big decisions on and thought about this. eBay and knickknacks, to me, I could take any item and flip them on any platform and I would be good. The same thing with this, having a booth. I was looking at, can I buy one thing and it be good for all the other platforms that I sell on? It's not just finding a place, it's trying to find a business process that works for me the way I want to. And I have been really good killing it the last few months on eBay. I was planning on jumping on knickknacks and having more auctions, but I'm going to give that some time to see how this first weekend goes and the second weekend. What I like about pricing the items for the booth is that they're going to be priced. I could easily bring them back and sell them knowing what they're worth rather than looking things over. So this is helping me get a bigger grasp of when I find items that I need to start taking notes and price these things ASAP and not have them purchase and thrift for them and then come and set them aside and I'll get to it later. So I am developing better business and practical skills that I should have been doing a long time ago. But you only know what to do when you come across hurdles or walls that make you think about things like, how can I be better? And that has been my whole mission for myself. How can I be better? Not only as a reseller, but as a person. And if it works for all of them, then I come around full circle stronger than before. Ladies and gents, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you are blessed so much more times. And I hope to share with you an amazing outcome at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet. I know it's going to be good. Big or small, I count my blessings and I hold on to things dearly. You see me again soon, and I'll be seeing you in the comments. If you haven't already, check out my thrifting channel, SonnyLasVegas. It's very easy to find, and you'll see amazing things that I've come across in the past that I am going to be taking over there with me to the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet, booth V38. I'll be there 17th, 18th, and 19th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this month. I'm excited.